Hi guys. Hi, hello. How are you doing? If you have been around the channel for a very little bit, this setup looks familiar. I'm filming this little bookish intro the same day that I am going to film my booktube newbie tag, which I'm so scared and excited to do, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see how that goes. But on top of that, I have some other bookish related things that I want to get done in this vlog as it's the start of the new year. So happy New Year's for that. But yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. Let's see how the day goes, or the rest of this week goes. I'm gonna stop talking because I tend to yap a little too long, and let's start. Well, I do have a matcha whisk. Recently, I got this milk frother at the end of last year for my coffees, and I've tried it twice with the matcha. And I quite like how this works with it, so we're gonna use this instead. I prefer oat milk or maybe like unsweetened almond milk in my matchas and coffees, but we have a little bit left of this regular whole milk that we use for like everything else, like cereals and stuff, oatmeal, whatever. So I'm just going to use this. Perfect every time. I think that was really successful. I finished the bookish. I finished the newbie tag. It's about to be 4, so I'm glad I finished it because the sun is coming down already. It's 3:47 p.m. I made a matcha, did the whole shebang. Now I'm going to film 2 parts for the newbie tag, which is showing my book collection. So I have to get the ladder out, show that, and then I want to make a TBR jar. So we're gonna do that as well. And then I think we're going to, I'm debating if I talked about in the video that I don't have a TBR and how I wanted to make one and make a TBR jar and stuff like that. So I'm thinking already I was gonna film me doing that for this vlog, but I'm thinking maybe I will pick out my TBR in that vlog. I don't know. We're just gonna get into it because it's getting late and I want to save the very little ounce of daylight that I have. So, and plus I'm sitting on my little sister's floor. Fuck, there's a spider. Anyways, I'm sitting on my little sister's floor in front of her window, and I've been here for like half an hour and my body is cramping up, not pleasantly, so I have to get up anyways. And let's just get started. Hi guys, so now we are going to kind of discuss reading goals. And so basically here is what I'm thinking about. I think like in terms of like actually reading and stuff like that, like my main goal is just to do 12 books this year. Last year I gave myself 6 books. I exceeded that just by 1. 6 physical books and then 1 solely audiobook, and I just kind of want to up that a little bit. Last year I didn't read as much as I wanted to because I was reading about range from like 40 to 70 pages a week because of all the classes that I took, and so I just didn't have time to actually read. And I found that my reading months just consist of finishing, I think I did 4 books in June and then 3 books in December. Like those were my reading months. So I kind of want to give myself a little bit of like balance in terms of like how many books I'm reading per month, to actually like, you know, be able to read per month instead of just having like, you know, a hub of reading every so often. And so 12 books is going to be my reading goal. And a little sneak peek, you'll see in the next video after this one, but a little sneak peek, I have already completed my first book out of 12. I want to set myself up with an expectation that's a little bit more than what I had last year, but not by too much, just in case. So 12 books a year. 3 of the books have to be romances. 3 of the books have to be digital so I can read more like on my iPad. I have to continue series that I already started, or maybe start a new series. I don't know, I'm going back and forth on that one. Read a banned book and then join a book club. We'll see how well those go. Another thing that I also want to do is, on top of those, figure out what my TBR is going to be in terms of like the books that I have physically in my collection. What are the books that I need to read this year, and then any extra books, maybe if I'm reading them digitally or audio, what are some extra books that I would like to get to this year. I want to figure that out as well. And then another thing that I have to do is just do a very slight organization on the book collection, because it's gotten a bit messy with some of the videos that I've been recording. So I want to ensure that, like, at the very least, I'm like fixing things up to the point where they're not going to topple over. So like balancing them out a little bit is something I have to do. But yeah, that is the plan. That is what we have so far, and I have so much more to do. So let's continue this video. So, a little update. I finished filming the booktube newbie tag video. And then I filmed the segments that I need to film on top of the ladder to get to the book collection, right? And I first of all made more of a mess on sorry, give me a second. I made more of a mess on top of the collection than before. So I definitely need to figure out a day to kind of like go through all of that and like organize it. I think it's gonna be its own video, or I might put it into like another bookish and reading vlog adjacent video like this one is. But that's for future me to deal with. It's like 4 p.m. now. It's past 4 p.m. So I think we're just going to finish my matcha. I have a little bit left of it. I think make a tea, but not right now, maybe in like 3 or 4 hours, since I just finished drinking the matcha. And then I think we're just gonna find some time to kind of just sit down, listen to some ambiance, and just do a lot of editing, because I have to edit the book tag video. I have to finish editing the book thrifting video as well. And then also, I don't know if I'll get it done today, but since both of those videos wouldn't take too long to edit, I would like to start editing part 2 to my 6 months to change video series as well. So I think, yeah, I'll do that for a little bit, and then we will figure out what to do next. Okay, so let's move on for a little bit. Because I was editing and I got to the section about the TBR and stuff like that, I really want to set up my TBR jar. It's something that I've never done before, but I'm quite excited. Right, you want to start when I was talking, huh? But it's something that I'm quite excited to do. So in the I'm so sorry, guys. Apologies, I have to go somewhere a little bit quieter. The heater is still on in this one, like, but it's not too loud. Yeah, I'm gonna set my TBR. I did mention in the newbie tag video that I had a set of books that I like would probably put in my TBR jar and just like put in my TBR for the year when I got around to doing that. So I was going to set up my reading journal tonight as well, or just sometime this weekend when I got around to doing so. And I do want to put a page for that TBR so I can have a physical place to kind of like check off at the end whether I completed it or not. And I do have like a mini printer that will allow me to print really small items and stuff like that. And so like, but even with that fact, I'm only giving myself about 1 page to do so. Maybe I'll do a 2-page spread, I don't know. So I want to kind of solidify what my TBR is. I can have like a really big TBR, like 20 plus books or whatever the case is, but given the small space that I have, I kind of want to put like the main books on like in my reader journal physically, so I kind of feel accomplished, like these were the main ones I actually wanted to get through, and I actually got through it at the end of the year. So I'm going to reuse this paper from like a failed spread idea for the reader journal. I was playing around with stuff, but it's not going to end up working out, and so I'm just gonna reuse this. I won't even erase it because it's just too much to erase, and it's like a bunch of calendars. So I'll just like write on with pen on top of it and then use that as scrap to put inside the jar. Okay, we're gonna figure that out, but I'm pretty excited to make one. So I created my little TBR slips here. I put these 7 books that I had for my yearly TBR in here in the papers, all in one color, but then I didn't want it because I want these, to feel random. I didn't want me to automatically know that if I pick a white slip, it's gonna be one of the books on my yearly TBR. So I mixed in some random prompts within these white papers. So I mixed in some random prompts in there just in case. And then all the other colors are random prompts as well. So I have my little jar. I'm so excited, and we're just gonna put these in there. I reused paper, so the back side of these have like the days of the week on them, but that's okay. This is it. Honestly, I feel like I made a lot, but it's actually not that much in here. That's my TBR jar. How exciting. And I think tomorrow I'm already reading the Stardust Grail, so that's something that I have to finish within January, but I think I want to pick maybe 2 or 3 slips in here and then figure out what other books I can read for this month. Okay, I love this. That's it. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. Good morning. Hi guys. So last night I finished the base editing, like the first 2 rounds of editing for the book thrifting video, and I didn't remember that at the end of the video I did say that I was going to read the book and then do like first impressions of the book so far, because I just kind of wanted to do like initial impression of whatever book I had for that haul. So good thing I have been reading one of the books in that haul, which was the Stardust Grail. So I do have footage of me reading that book, so I'm going to just plug that in into that book thrifting video, and then either today or tomorrow morning I'm going to film that update. Whatever else I get up to doing today and this weekend as a whole is what I end up doing today. It's quite cold, it's quite gloomy. I have the lights on, but I'm just gonna like cozy up. I look a mess, but we're gonna get shit done today, so let's go. I have been deep in the trenches trying to figure out this journal. So this is just my regular bullet journal, but I'm doing a reading spread in the middle. I have no idea what I'm going to do on this last side. I was thinking of putting my ratings because I was going to create my own, but I think I'm going to make this my TBR, my yearly TBR. Then we have my reading goals, so it's looking like. And then when my yearly favorites happen, I'm gonna put a spread here, and then this is just my book or bookish bingo, and then my little library. How cute. And I'm just gonna track physical books, audiobooks, digital books or ebooks, and then tandems. So that could be audio with digital or audio with physical, but any tandem reads. And that's how we're gonna color these books in. And I made them quite big, so I had enough space to kind of write the name of the book. And then I had a fail spread, but I think I need to figure out what else to put on this paper. I think yearly favorites could do a double spread, but I typically only like 1 or 2 books mainly, so I didn't think that it needed more than just 1 page. And plus I already inked it here, so I can't really erase that, but I could put like a washi tape and cover that up and do something else with this spread, and then make this one a favorite spread. I could make this one a TBR. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so here is what my setup looks like in my reading journal. I made this a TBR page. I didn't ink this yet, just in case I'm playing around with my reading goals. So I'm giving myself a little bit of grace as of right now for about a day or two to rewrite things if needed. But so far, these are what my goals look like. This is what the page is looking like overall. I turned this into a series tracker, and then I'm just gonna track it like normal. I didn't want to do a series tracker, but because one of my goals is to read and continue the series that I've started, Exhibit A, I was able to use this page for that. Then we have my bingo, the shelves, and then I turned this hunk of a mess into the yearly favorites. And that's my setup. Hi guys, so I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. It's actually been a couple of days for me, but everything is going well so far. My newbie tag video is posted, the book thrifting video got posted. Now I'm just waiting. I was already scheduled, but waiting for the TBR video to go live tomorrow. And then I think originally I had set that my part 2 to my 6-month change video series was going to go out on Friday, but I think I'm gonna make that one just a little bit longer. And since today is only Tuesday, it could still go out on Friday if I'm quick enough with recording stuff and then quickly editing it, because as of right now the video is entirely edited for what I wanted to originally get posted on Friday. In the meantime, I'm just gonna kind of relax. I'm just gonna read. We're gonna have a good time, and it's my time of the month, so I need to sit and calm myself down a little bit. But also what I'm gonna do, because the light is on, I feel like I should just do it one time, is print out like little book images for my reading journal. So I bought the Canon Selfie 1500 printer, and I bought some extra paper and cartridge to go with it. I think we're gonna do that to print out some books, put in my bullet journal and stuff like that. So that's the plan for tonight. We're just gonna kind of chill and relax. It's cold. I'm not feeling well, so we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of grace. Okay, so how cute is this? I was a little bit nervous because the program doesn't allow me to evenly make everything the same size. It does give you a bunch of different layouts and different shuffle templates in a way. For all of them, 2 were always going to be big, so I just picked the one where whatever two was the biggest one, which one I didn't mind being the biggest over all of them. So I'm going to cut this out and then I'm going to paste it into my reading journal, and then we're gonna put it right here. I think it'll be cute. Can I just put the whole entire page the way it is? Yeah, maybe. I don't think I should go through the hassle of cutting it out individually, if anything. Hi guys, so welcome to the end of the video. I was supposed to have a lot more to show, like I was gonna do unboxings and things like that, but this video really should have gone out like a week ago. In the last 3-4 days, I have had a really terrible migraine that I just can't get off the bed. So I'm just gonna cap it here and we'll just continue with any of the extra stuff that I had for this vlog in another video. But I wanted to share the kind of final flip through of the reading journal. So we have my yearly TBR. Everything on here is kind of like my main one. I recently did a 25 books for 2025, 25 books I want to read in 2025. So the only one I would include here is Frederick Bachman's Beartown, since I own the second book in this series, Us Against You, not realizing it was part of the Beartown series. I would add Beartown to the yearly TBR. Then we have my reading goals. That is just quite simple. I still haven't inked this one yet, but I think I'm actually confident that these are going to be the ones that I want to keep, because I don't really want to do anything more than like 5 to 6. So I think I will go ahead and ink it, because I'm pretty solid that this is what I want to do. Then we have my series tracker. I just added some of the ones on the top of my head that I had. I think the only ones, once I read Beartown will be included on here. The Children of Blood and Bones trilogy would also be included on here, and I think Main Street would also be included on here. I think that should be it. And then if I ever get into Brandon Sanderson this year like I want to, then one of his series would be included on here as well. Then the book bingo. It looks a little bit messy. I haven't erased the pencil underneath because I was waiting for the ink to dry so I didn't smudge anything, and then I got sick, so never did that. But we have that page. Then we have my books read, my bookshelf page. This is gonna double as my reading log page and, you know, this cute library shelf spread as well. So I made the book pretty thick so I have enough space to kind of write a good amount of the title, or maybe the full title if it's a short thing. And then I have my little key at the top to determine what type of book, or like guess what format I read the book in. Then we have my yearly favorites. This is the spread that was messed up, so I think I'll do my yearly favorites in here. If I end up only just having like 1 or 2, then it leaves me like a big amount of space to, like, you know, scrapbook it up, design it the way I want, with, you know, to utilize all the space. And if I end up having a lot, then, you know, I use the space that way. So yeah, that's the end of my reading journal setup. This is just the part of my reading journal that is within my bullet journal setup. So I'm gonna trial and error this first, then determine maybe next year I would want a separate full notebook for it. But that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.